Welcome to physics class, and today we are going to start our new chapter light. And the very first topic of this chapter light is laws of reflection. So first of all, I'll discuss there are basically two laws of reflection. The first law is, suppose for discussing the laws I am drawing this diagram. So suppose this is a mirror which is painted from back side, okay, and a ray of light is incident on it, okay. So this ray is called as incident ray, okay. So what will happen, this is the point of incidence, p is the point of incidence where this ray will collide on the mirror, and after this it will get reflected back. So this is a reflected ray, this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. If I draw a perpendicular from the surface of the mirror at point of incidence, so this perpendicular is called as normal, okay. So what first law says? First law says that incident ray normal at the point of incidence and reflected ray all lie in the same plane. So this is our first law, okay. It means that this ray, incident ray, normal at the point of incidence and reflected ray all lie in the same plane, okay. And the second law says that if this is the angle that incident ray makes with normal, so this I will call as angle of incidence, and this angle is angle of reflection. So second law says that this angle is always equal to this angle, means angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection, okay. So this is the second law of reflection. So here we have these two laws of reflection. The next topic in this chapter is spherical mirrors, and basically there are two type of spherical mirrors which are in syllabus: convex and concave, okay. So as the name is there, cave, so how to remember what is the shape of concave mirror and what is the shape of convex mirror? So I'll give you a hint from cave. So cave is this kind of shape, okay. So this is a mirror which is painted from this side and the bulging part is painted while the inner portion is reflecting surface, okay. So this type of mirror is concave mirror and opposite to it is convex mirror, okay. So in convex mirror, this is the reflecting portion, this is the bulging part is reflecting portion, while in concave mirror the inner portion is reflecting in nature, okay. So these are two spherical mirrors which we have in syllabus, and now we will discuss these one by one in detail. So dear children, these are the shapes of both the spherical mirrors. This one is convex and this one is concave, okay. So why we are calling them as spherical mirrors? Because we suppose that we had a big sphere, okay, and which was painted from inside or polished from inside, okay, and outer surface was reflecting. So it is the cutout portion of a sphere, okay. So that is why it is called as spherical mirror and its shape is convex, okay. So this is a kind of convex mirror. In the same manner, here I can say that I was having a sphere of glass which was polished from backside, or you can say polished from outside, and the inner surface is reflecting one, okay. So this is concave mirror, okay. And now I'll discuss the main points which are of importance for us. So see, there will be some central point or midpoint of this sphere. This is sort of imaginary sphere, but for this imaginary sphere we will be having a center, and this center is midpoint of this sphere is called as center of curvature. So how we are going to define center of curvature? Center of curvature is the midpoint of the sphere of which mirror is a given mirror is a part. In the same manner, the same definition will go for concave mirror also. Okay, and the midpoint of aperture of the mirror, this is the aperture of the mirror. So this midpoint, I locate it as P, and this point is called as pole. So what is pole? Pole is simply the midpoint of aperture of the mirror. Okay, so this is pole. If we join center of curvature and pole, this line is called as principal axis. Okay, so the line joining center of curvature and pole is called principal axis. So this is principal axis of concave mirror, this is principal axis of convex mirror. Okay, so these are few important points. Okay, and see, if I draw any line which starts from C and touches the surface of the mirror, so this is called as radius of curvature. Okay, how you are going to define radius of curvature? A line joining the center of curvature and any point on the surface of mirror is called as radius of curvature. Okay, so R is radius of curvature. Even this CP can also be taken as radius of curvature, because again in CP, see, it is starting from center of curvature and it is joining a point on the surface of the mirror. So this it is called as radius of curvature. Okay, so these are few main points that I wanted to discuss. Now children, we are going to discuss or define focus, and the definition will be little bit different for concave and convex mirror. So I'll take up one by one. So first I am taking concave mirror. So this is a sort of concave mirror which is painted or polished from back side. Okay, and this is principal axis that joins center of curvature, and this is pole. Okay, so how to define focus? So this is a property of this concave mirror that all the rays which are parallel to principal axis, or the rays of light which are parallel to principal axis, when these fall on the surface of mirror, they are reflected in such a way that they meet principal axis at one point, or they pass through principal axis through one point. Okay, so this special point is called as focus. Okay, now again I am repeating once again, all the rays which are parallel to principal axis, when incident on the surface of a concave mirror, these will pass through focus, or these will pass through a special point on principal axis, and we call this point as focus. Okay, and now for convex mirror. For convex mirror, now see, its principal axis will lie in this way. So since it is imaginary line, so we can make it in this way also. Okay, so all the rays, now see how we are going to define it. This is, let us suppose this is center of curvature and this is pole. So in this, all the rays which are parallel to principal axis, all the rays which are parallel to principal axis, they appear to diverge from a single point from principal axis. Okay, so it appears that they are diverging from one single point from principal axis, and this point is called as focus. So how to define focus of a convex mirror? So all the rays which are parallel to principal axis, they appear to diverge from a single point from principal axis, and this point is called as focus. Okay, and there is one relation that is true for both type of mirrors, that radius of curvature, okay, it is just the half of focus. Okay, so focus equals to r by 2. Okay, so your focal length, basically focal length, or better to write it in the small f, so focal length will be equal to radius of curvature by 2. It means that this f divides CP, this whole CP, in two equal parts. So that is PF will be equal to CF. Okay, so up to here we will discuss today, and tomorrow we will discuss the rest of the chapter. Thank you, dear students. Bye.